Let's see who gets on his wheel and who follows. A man from the United Arab Emirates. I'm trying to spot him there. I think it's Michael Baird or Jan Christen. I'm not sure which one of the two is coming there. I don't see Narvaez. The group split up. Jonah Big changed the pace in Garquimo.
Yes, I think it's Christen. Remember, we picked him as a favorite to be among the first. It's Christen with Big also arriving in Garquimo and Pelissari just behind. The big names are here. The climb has started and the big names are showing up. Luchito.
And John Gill, there's John Gill as well, also in the mix, and Pelissari too. Yes, sir, you're right. Let's see, I'm looking for that red lotto jersey coming up. Let's see who it is. Let's see who's coming there. It could be Leonard Van Edbel, the one coming there in the mix. The skinny guy is tall. Again, another attack, another change of pace. Second attack by Jonah Big Garquimo. Second attack by Jonah Big in Garquimo. Pelissari is responding there. What a race we're watching, Samuel.
After a gloomy day, rain, below average speed, a disastrous crash, now everyone is taking off their jackets. There are kilometers to go. You can already see everyone's colors, and Vingegaard alone wants to go for the stage and for the lead, Lucho.
Of course, there's Pelissari. Christer is there. Vingegaard looks back again. I think that's Leonard Van Edbel coming there. Here they go on the mountain pass. They've already settled in, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Vingegaard, mark it down. Let's see. There's a discussion here about Tudor. This is split. This is shattered, Ruben.
Of course, Egan Bernal is in a third group, in a third split. They're passing one by one like the miraculous beads of a rosary. 10 kilometers to the finish line with GW Bicicletas made for winners. Wow, the race started so early, my God, already. Egan Bernal is third in the general classification, thanks to what he achieved there at the Red Bull. And now Jonas Vingegaard, understanding that war is war, and he also brings out his arsenal and goes to the front. It's not going to be that easy for him because someone was already on his wheel back there. The cyclist Christen Sene and also Pelissari were very attentive, only gaining a 1, 2, 3 bike length advantage. The Danish rider, the rider who comes in as the clear favorite, and this is going to end soon. There are 8 kilometers left to the finish line. Let's see how the finish unfolds. Does it have a lot of twists and turns, Mr. Lucho Escobar? A lot of tricky sections at the end, or is it simple, Lucho?
No. It doesn't have many curves. It doesn't have many tricky sections. But the stage does have that climb, that little uphill in the last 2 kilometers. It really kicks up. And between kilometer 2, let me explain, from kilometer 2 to kilometer 1, I mean kilometer 2 itself is where the road kicks up to 9%. But these men here won't have any problem taking that climb. We already know there's a change of leadership. Before kilometer 2, there's a small section of cobblestones. There's a pass there that's not categorized in Bailico Tarnovo, and they head to the finish line without many turns or tricky sections. So, is it going to suit these men here? So the race, my dear Ruben, has 3 men in the lead right now. Leonard Van Edbel, Julio Pelissari, and Jonas Vingegaard. They're the men coming through. And attention, the climb has been won by Jonas Vingegaard, 9 points, second place for Julio Pelissari, 4 points, and third for Van Edbel, who picked up a few points. That was also a Category 3 climb.
To catch up, to reach the group where Egan Bernal is, they're about to come together. In the last shot we saw, Paul Manier himself took the lead with a huge surge. Tell me about that move.
Well, here it is, 1 minute.
Rubencho from the second group.
The top 3 overall will be the top 3 of the stage. These 3 are tied. They were 10 seconds behind. The 3 of them will be separated by the bonus seconds. And the 4th overall will be Egan Bernal, who, because of the 6 seconds he won there in the intermediate sprint, will be 4th in the general classification. Egan Bernal, if he gets there in that group now. If he arrives in this group.
Now Van Edbel moves up to help. Now, yes, the one from Lotto. The man in the red jersey at the front setting the pace. There they stick to the rear wheel. Jonas Vingegaard and Pelissari, the big favorite for the Giro d'Italia. As Samuel recalled, he finished 6th. Attention at the front. Jonas Vingegaard is giving it his all heart and soul. The man from Denmark, the same one, moves to the right side. The one with the red fingernail. Van Edbel closes in a bit. He's at the back. 2 kilometers to go. 4 seconds. Meters over there, I can see the Amalfi bus on the stairs. They've arrived. Yes, the musicians have arrived, and this is about to start. Watch the Dane, the red nail people are closing in who join us at the end of each stage. 2 kilometers, seconds. Let's see who wins the stage here because Van Van is, attention to Bingengar, who gives it, the one who gives it with the most enthusiasm. Edwin Gengar also happy. With the Dane, with the red nail, part 1.32 closes. There supposedly, let's reconfirm it, Santiago Buitrago is coming, which is the big news. 1 kilometer, 800 meters. Since the musicians are already here, let it open, it opens, it opens. Open the door of scares. The smell of the crowd comes in with the trio that's making a good difference. Attention, they have a 16-second cushion. They can decide among themselves. The last battle could be between the three of them. Bingengar, the man with the red helmet, the one in the yellow shirt, the one making his debut in the Giro d'Italia and wants to debut as a champion with the crown on his head in the city of Rome. On the wheel, Pelissari lets him go. He's an amazing cyclist. The one with the best frame, the biggest build is the Italian rider. Behind, Van Etbel is watching. Jonas Bingengar is calculating a bit to see if he can coordinate with Pelissari. They enter here on a slightly uphill section. The ground is wet, but the rain, the downpour has already passed through this area. There's a small hill. Van Etbel is standing on the pedals. You see the Danish rider's wheel in front, the one who's pulling and pushing, but with a lot of, whoa, they're going to get caught. What just happened here? Don Lucho, they're going to reach the last kilometer. This is going to change a lot. Lucho, I'm listening to you.
Yes, they're giving it their all. Ina Rubio is the one closing in on the group here. Ina Rubio is closing in on the group. Jost de Gent is also behind. There you have it. They've caught up, they've caught up, they've caught up. A man from the United Arab Emirates team has caught up with them. Things just got intense. Jan Christen has arrived. They're eyeing each other. And with 1 kilometer left, everything has changed. And Van Etbel makes a move. Van Etbel makes a move. Jan Christen is coming after him. The race is heating up. Van Etbel makes a move. Jan Christen is coming. Julio Pelissari attacks again. Behind them is Lucho Vigengar. And behind them is the small bunch. They're working hard, giving it everything they've got. Scaroni, Cristiano Scaroni, they're glancing at each other with the Dane on the left and on the right. I'm also seeing the man from the Astana team who wants to catch up. I see them right there in the center. Jaron Martin Lopez is there too. They started looking at each other. Ruben looked and they drifted apart and were caught by Tutti di Chuti.
Robo also showed up. The man from Movistar. Anyone can win here. All the cards are on the table. Robo from Movistar. Great contender. Christensen holds on to fourth place. Vigengaard is coming. Let's see. Last attack. He's starting it. They're being caught. The group is going to swallow them up. The Astana riders are going to appear. They left Martin Lopez. Astana is going for the win. Pelissari drops him. One stays. Here goes Egan. Here comes Egan Bernal. Also in the mix. Fighting.
Astana is coming through the center. Astana is coming through the center. Watch out. Astana might win. Astana wins. I think it was Scaroni, Christian Scaroni, who came through. Jaron Martin Lopez, I think he comes in for second place. They finished 1-2 here. Christian Scaroni launched the final attack. He went all out right through the center in a commanding sprint. I saw Scaroni arriving there. Behind him, the Ecuadorian was coming unofficially. I have Jaron Martin Lopez in second place, but I think Christian Scaroni has won in spectacular, superb, wonderful fashion. Use whatever adjective you want, Chemo, Neves, Samuel.
Attention everyone, Santiago Buitrago has withdrawn and was taken by ambulance to a hospital.
Attention, Guillermo Thomas Silva has won. I'm being told here that Guillermo Thomas Silva, the Uruguayan, is the stage winner. Attention, Uruguay.
Historic.
Scaroni was the one who had attacked, and here unofficially I'm being told that Guillermo Thomas Silva is being called the winner.
Watch out, what the Uruguayan did is historic.
Uruguayan. Okay, I have the stages top 5 ready. Thomas Silva, 5 hours 39:25. Second, Florian Storch with the same time. Third, Julio Ciccone. And fourth, Christian Scaroni.
Confirmed, Neves confirmed. Number 227 is the one who crossed the line. Guillermo Thomas Silva, Ecuador. I have him here. Uruguay, you have him there.
Well, now I'm telling you that in the
In 6th place is Mateo Sobrero, 7th Andrea Legnesun, 8th Jan Christen, 9th Martin Tokta, 10th Matis Rondel. Those are the top 10 of the stage, and I imagine they're also the top 10 overall.
Yes, no, but Egan Bernal gets in there.
Egan Bernal is among the top 10.
Egan Bernal could end up second overall. Silva first, second. Bernal with Stock, who is also 6 seconds behind, and the one who finished third, which was Ciccone, would be 4 seconds, 6 seconds behind in the overall standings. Watch out for that. I think Egan Bernal did arrive in that group. I think Egan Bernal got there, so with the bonus, I think he would have won. He ends up second in the overall standings, and Silva is first. Thank you.